DoNoodle, a health and safety app developed by GMI Canada to help businesses and industries integrate occupational health and safety into their employees' everyday tasks. DoNoodle has been developed to work on smart devices, to work remotely, and allows your employees to access all the information, saves data to the device, and automatically uploads to the cloud server once in range, or back at the office with the company servers. A cell data plan is not required. DoNoodle will inform employees of risk, hazards, what PPEs are required, offers an opportunity to address inefficiencies, and to collect data. This data can be analyzed, allowing you to make informed decisions objectively with data support. This presentation is to update the public on what GMI Canada is doing to include the COVID-19 pandemic into our health and safety management system, and how DoNoodle can help you bring your employees back to work safely. Before COVID-19 pandemic, we were focused on a complete health and safety management system. DoNoodle was primed to operating on mobile devices, working in remote areas, incorporating a paperless system, and having a return on investment for the company. Today, during COVID-19, we have invested more into updating policies and procedures to match Health Canada and the World Health Organization. We have increased emergency planning and investigation with risk assessments. We are trained in the methods of detection, prevention, response, and control of emerging respiratory viruses like COVID-19. Now is the time to focus on bringing your employees back to work safely. A good occupational health and safety and environmental management system is designed to cover all aspects of keeping your employees safe. In most emergency plans, some consideration to a pandemic has been discussed, but as proven by COVID-19, they do not correlate to today's global pandemic crisis. So what makes a health and safety management system successful? It is integrating it into your business operations and seeing it reflected in your day-to-day operations. As you implement an OHS plan into your business culture, health and safety awareness becomes second nature for you and your employees. The first place in the system is emergency response. This is your plans, policies, procedures, contact lists, and drill exercises. This is a basic view of a detailed and well-documented plan. All employees have access, know what they're doing, and where to go during an emergency. Incident/accident reporting. Here is where you document all incidents and accidents. If a company uses these reports for training, chances of repeat accidents are severely decreased. You also need these documents for the Ministry of Labor. If someone is killed, critically injured, gets an occupational illness, or an accident occurs, like an explosion or a fire, or there's an incident of workplace violence, there needs to be documentation to prove due diligence to avoid possible fines and penalties. Hazard identification and risk assessment. This part of the process is evaluating if a situation, item, or thing has the potential to cause harm. It is the responsibility of the employer to identify all hazards in the workplace. This section needs to be reviewed and updated annually or when things change in the industry. Workplace inspections. Depending on the industry, the hazards and risks will dictate how many and the type of templates are required for your workplace. The process of standardization assures that the work done is completed to current industry standard. This control provides a competitive advantage, and if all employees have access to that information, the work environment will also be efficient with little stop occurrences in production. Competency and training. This is an important component of occupational health and safety system. It has been shown that OHS training does bring awareness, knowledge, and behavioral changes to the safety culture of a company. Health and Safety Management System Administrator. This portion should be comprised of a primary person with 2 to 3 knowledgeable backup personnel. Safety administrators help develop safety policies and procedures, organize team meetings, solve safety issues, coordinate audits and inspections, track corrective actions and incident data, and review important safety documents. This is only a small portion of what this position is responsible for. Policies. The backbone of operations in any corporation. Company policies and procedures establish the rules of conduct within an organization, aligning the responsibilities of both the employees and the employers. They are in place to protect the rights of the workers as well as the business interests of employers. These can include employee conduct, attendance, dress code, privacy, and many other areas related to the terms and conditions of employment. These clearly spell out what happens if someone does not follow company policy, such as disciplinary action. The 8th step in the process is the hazards and risk control, which works by identifying hazards and eliminating or minimizing them before a task is performed. The following flowchart and its 5 steps describe the hazard management system of identification, assessment, and mitigation. For the assessment process, these steps are hazard identification. All tasks, situations, and occurrences with the potential to cause harm are identified. Risk assessment assesses the risk associated with each hazard. Control selection is a selection of risk control measures in correct response to the risk. Control implementation is a plan for any implement changes to process or workplace to eliminate or limit hazards associated with the task. Review and improve. Review control measures for effectiveness. By communicating and completing the step-by-step hazard management process, departments work toward eliminating hazards or reducing risk, thereby protecting workers from injury or illnesses and creating a safer and healthier workplace. Gap analysis is the end result of a company review. These reviews consist of going through policies and procedures, checklists, incidents and accident reporting, frequency of inspections, job hazard analysis, hazard materials, emergency planning, and training. All of these are essential to making a functional company thrive. Having a third-party review your joint health and safety committee setup and meetings, and to-do lists compared to work orders will make sure you are meeting your industry standards. These comparisons of where you need to be and what needs to be improved upon will keep possible fines and penalties low and, more importantly, keep your employees safe. With a gap analysis, you'll be shown what needs to be improved upon, such as critical items that can cause harm to the workers, and will procure fines and penalties for the company if there is an injury that involved the Ministry of Labor. This will give you a plan to work on areas in a timely manner, but also seeing what critical items need to be fixed immediately. So how does DoNoodle help you do all of this? There are many amazing features. These are our primary ones that we feel set us apart from other competitors. Security. DoNoodle was developed with a 256 encryption, document control, tamper-proofed, electronic signatures, and date and timestamps on every entry, and is security based on individuals and/or groups. Operations. There are unlimited industry-related forms, templates, and attachments. Autofill. The different types of attachments include PDF, videos, pictures, schematics, MSDS sheets, and many more. GPS, barcodes, autosave, notifications, scheduling, 500 plus JSON, and doing calculations in the background. Data and reporting. There is custom reporting, there's auto email in various sections of the app, a customizable dashboard, training, import-export option, and clearance certification. Ordering. DoNoodle has an ordering system that can be used for any business or industry. It can be simple or complex, all depending on what you need. The enclosed example is a demonstration of the major components of a backhoe are broken down into categories so that the lists are kept as short as possible. Detailed description will help identify parts easily. Number of parts required for the job. For example, if 5 parts are required and you know you have 3 in the inventory, then you know you only need to order 2. When the ordering is complete, the order can be emailed directly to the purchaser or directly to the parts supplier store for quoting and estimation delivery time. This process allows the flexibility to change quantity required, no paper to lose, and allows for easy follow-up with the purchaser or supplier. The process is adaptable to what works for you. Here is a sample to show some features of DoNoodle. This is only a portion of a checklist. Keep in mind the forms and checklists can be any format that works for your company. The first will allow you to name your checklist based off a standard that works for your organization. It can be a date, for example, 05/20/2020 GE for May 20th, Green End. There are text and headers. Text fields can be used to provide critical information that you want to remind your employees of. In this case, it mentions that a checklist is required for each job. Since this example is for construction, employees could be working with a crew in the morning and a different one in the afternoon. Headers can be used to break up sections to make reading and completion of the checklist easier. To select multiple crews is easy and simple. Remind employees about PPEs by having them select the PPEs required for the task or develop tasks for specific function and inform the employee of the PPEs required to perform a specific task. This would also allow identifying any hazards the employee may encounter. The incident section is being used to demonstrate an attachment. If there was an incident, another form designed for the incident would be used. Forms are assigned by security settings. Employees will have access based on their or group settings. These forms will show up on their dash. Integrating health and safety into everyday tasks helps with efficiencies and with the employee's willingness to complete required checklists. If employees do not complete checklists within specified time frame, a notification can be sent to a supervisor, H&S personnel, etc. DoNoodle will remove all paper and the need to file checklists. Reports can be created to verify that all checklists were completed. Customized reporting can be easily developed to be printed or emailed directly to the groups and/or individuals. Checklists can remind employees to look for other contractors on the site. Where and what they are doing, will there be a conflict, ensure that the other contractors are aware of the work they will be doing. The balance of the questions is there just to give you an idea of what can be addressed and how it can be done for your industry. There are many benefits to developing and implementing a health and safety management system. It establishes a systematic process which considers risks and opportunities and its legal and other requirements. Determines the hazards and OHS risk associated with its activities and seeks to eliminate them or putting in controls to minimize their potential effects. Increased awareness of OHS risks. Evaluate OHS performance and seeking to improve it through taking appropriate actions. Ensuring workers take an active role in OHS matters. In combination, these measures will ensure that an organization's reputation as a safe place to work will be promoted and can have more direct benefits, such as improving its ability to respond to regulatory compliance issues, reduce the overall cost of incidents, limits downtime and the cost of disruption to operations, decreases the cost of insurance premiums, lowers absenteeism and employee turnover rates, recognition for having achieved an international benchmark, which may in turn influence customers who are concerned about their social responsibilities. We have updated DoNoodle to include the coronavirus. Ontario has launched an accreditation program to reward safe companies. Employers who qualify for the new Supporting Ontario Safe Employers program will receive rebates from the WSIB over 3 years. Employers from all sectors are invited to participate in the program, which is led by the Office of the Chief Prevention Officer. Part of the requirement is to implement an OHS management system. Other provinces have similar programs. We can help you with assessments and how to bridge the gap to implement a health and safety management system. We can help you bring employees back to work safely by working with management and the workers to ensure that everyone's concerns are being addressed. Working with your team, we will develop a list of action items with a budget. In these uncertain times, employees have a higher risk to their health. There is much that is still unknown about the COVID-19 virus, such as what are the long-lasting effects for those who get seriously ill. For more additional information, we have attached links to the videos by Dr. Mike Henson on COVID-19. Contact us today to start your health and safety management system to bring your employees back to work safely.